Hey, yo, check it. Black man, I got a video for you guys. Pop the balloon. I haven't done one in a while, but this one should be good. Let's get it.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Turson.
Turson. How old are you?
39.
And what do you do?
I'm in healthcare tech. I'm also an entrepreneur. So I have a few homes.
Already popping balloons for what?
I'm also getting into fitness modeling. In my LLC, everything to do with fitness. We help to inspire individuals to be fit for life on all aspects, including financial, physical, emotional, and then also spiritual.
Okay, nice. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to travel. Very outgoing, love sporting events. I like beach, very outdoorsy. Love food. And really anything to do with trying new experiences. So very much excited for life.
Nice. Okay. And now what are some things you look for in a woman?
Definitely someone who takes health and wellness, a priority. Someone who is kind, someone who is compassionate, someone who is also driven to, always be progressing in whatever it is that they're doing.
Nice. Okay. And now what are some deal breakers?
Someone that smokes cigarettes, someone that undervalues, self-care, someone that has a lot of unhealed traumas, and someone that's promiscuous.
All right. Okay, so we did get some pop balloons. Let's go over there and see why they had
Already? Come on.
Here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Rebel, and I'm 31.
Rebel.
And Rebel, why'd you end up
For me, it's not that I'm promiscuous. I think just the initial attraction is the biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And now is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
Why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Wait. You heard all the balloons pop? Mind you, before he even really said anything for real, what, 2 to 3 balloons pop? At least before he said anything, 2 to 3 balloons are already popped. And now you got the rest of them, pretty much. Come on. Yo, come on. Ooh.
Okay, let's go over here. Your name and age.
I'm Kiara, I'm 31.
And Kira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just initial attraction, but sounds like a great guy.
And now is she someone that's your type?
Not so much. Yeah.
Why not?
I'd also say maybe just the style in general. Yeah.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Catherine, 31.
Catherine, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Initial attraction as well. I do like everything that you said. I resonated with a lot of it. Just chemistry. I think so.
Same thing here. She's someone that's your type.
No.
Why not?
More into like athletic physique.
Go to the gym. Go to the gym.
I'm Dre and I'm 31.
And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I really don't like the outfit, the skinny jeans, and I could hear you clicking when you came on.
Clicking.
So, yeah.
And now is she someone that's your type?
No.
All right. And why not?
Also, more so someone that is more physically.
Yo, go to the gym.
What I like. So
go to the gym.
Your name and age?
I am Sade. I am 28.
Okay. And Sade, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It's a comment about the short hair. I can understand that you don't like short hair, but I feel like as a Black woman, I switch it up so much. So it might be a day where you see me with short hair, long hair.
Yeah. Get it off your chest. Get it off. Listen, get it off your chest. They know what. They know why. That's why he popped the balloon.
It's a pop. So yeah, that is why.
Prior to him saying that, why was your balloon unpopped?
He has a lot going for himself. It's very attractive. That's pretty much about it.
And now is she someone that's your type?
No.
Why not?
The same reason as before. Not physically.
Man, I want to tell a story, but I'm gonna roll the video and I'm gonna find a way to plug it in, right?
My type in terms of body type. Yeah.
Yo, you seen that? Yo, yeah.
Yeah, Sammy, 31. Okay. Sammy, why'd you end up popping your balloon? Initial attraction, just not feeling like the connection, the chemistry, unfortunately. Yeah. And now she's someone that's your type?
No.
And why not?
Again, I'm very particular. So I think this, the body type would be.
Yo. You see how they be scratching their faces? Hey, look. Hey, you see how they be scrunching their faces up, dude? Yo, look at Shorty in the red down. I'm telling you, when you have a standard, I'm telling you, when you have a standard, I'm telling you, when you have a standard, and then they tell you, oh, the initial attraction. Man, come on, stop. Yo, come on.
More so what it
Come
has to
on.
do with. So, yeah.
Yes, no worries. Thank you. And going over here, your name and age.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm 33.
And Sandy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping it because you're attractive. You know, you got it going on. But that comment about hair, I know your mama got short hair too. She's black. At the end
What?
of the day, black women, you don't know what to expect with our hair. We could wear it straight, we could wear it curly, and that was just like too much for me. So I don't got time for it. You don't know if you can't grow up from your roots, then you can't grow up with me. So that's how I feel.
Interesting. I mean, my mom's actually on my necklace. She doesn't have short hair for one.
It doesn't matter. It's about
But
Okay, hold on. See, this is what we be talking about. You know what I'm saying? When first of all, hold on, because I don't want to forget about it. And we all know when he made a comment about the first chick with the afro, and he likes longer hair. That's why the rest of them popped the balloon, and that's why they all got triggered. You know what I'm saying? So the chick who is two people back, right? I think her name was Sade in the kind of floral pattern dress. When he was saying how you know when about the hair and everything, like the look she had on her face, I experienced that, right? So I was in a grocery store called Publix when I lived in Atlanta, and if you notice the chicks' faces, like when he was saying, you know, he has a particular body type preference, like they looking like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you think you are? Right? I was in that grocery store called Publix. I order a sandwich, right? It's two people making sandwiches, an older black woman and an older Asian woman. I was in the line for the Asian woman, right? She's making my sandwich. I told her what I wanted and everything. And halfway through her making it, she looked up at me and said, "You're a handsome young man." I smiled and say, "Thank you." When the black woman heard her say that, right, she stopped what she was doing, looked up at me, and gave me the stankiest look I ever received from a black woman in my life. I said, damn. The way how she looked at me, it practically wiped the smile off my face. I'm like, bro, listen, I even said in my videos before, it got to the point to where I stopped making approaches. I was not going out my way. And even when, you know what I'm saying, I stick to myself, found peace within solitude, it was still coming for me. Bad options, hyper available. But the way how the black woman gave me that stank look, right? She looked at the Asian woman, looked back at me, and said, "Oh, she doesn't usually give anybody compliments." I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. And I'm like, damn. So God forbid, as a black man, you don't even want to be with them, right? You thinking about finding you somebody else. Don't let a non-black chick give you a compliment. Jesus Christ. See, And the reason why she gave me the stank look was because when she looked at me, she like, what? That's the black man I'll probably never pick. You feel me? Those, that's your backup plan. That's your stepdad to your three bastards. You know what I'm saying? You just use him for the money. Nah. You feel me? I don't conform to the stereotype. I'm not trying to be Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? I don't fit that 6'3" requirement, all that other nonsense that we talking about. And it's not really nonsense. It's just the fact that that's what you have to assimilate to, and that's how you know a person who has assimilated. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into it.
It's about who you are.
Oh, wait. And before I start back into it, he was saying, listen, my mother is in my pendant on my chain. So she doesn't have short hair. So why are you so triggered about it? And then she said, "Oh, it doesn't matter." You see how they just trying to fight their point just so they can be right and be heard. You know what I'm saying? They still it's that misandry, dude. It's that inner hatred. You feel me? I always talk about me personally when it came to black women. I don't care about the 4C hair. I don't care about your big lips. I don't care about your big hips, your big ass, your big nose. You look just like me. You feel me? I never complain about that kind of stuff. It's always the mindset. It's the mouth. It's you can already tell she got too much of it. You feel me? It's that, oh, I gotta be heard. Yo, everything you saying don't need to be heard. Keep it to yourself.
As a brother, person you don't make hair don't make your personality. You dig me? It's about who you are. If you confident with short hair,
Hair doesn't make your personality. But you females don't care about personality. Tyrone does not have good personality. Loctavius does not have good personality. Pookie does not have good personality. You pick the worst men and you talk about personality. So so we know that hair is a preference, but when you talk about height, we shouldn't care about that. You can change your hair. Listen, shorty on the end with the afro. Listen, if she wants to, she can straighten her hair. You complain about me not being 6 feet. What's the difference between a man who's 6'2" and 5'2"? Okay, you can say, yeah, he's taller, but what? In their mind, they're looking at it from the standpoint, oh, he's better than you. I'm telling you. And then, God forbid, you're a guy who's not over the 6. This is how they act for a guy who's clearly over 6 feet. Imagine if you're a guy who's 5'8", 5'7", 5'10". Jesus Christ. That's why that chick in the that's why the old black woman in that Publix grocery store gave me that stank ass look because oh my god, man. Come on.
long hair, it doesn't matter because a lot of girls that do have long hair, hair's be thin. I have a salon. When I was 16, I brought my mother a salon with my business that I do. So yeah, I have dealt with so many different type of hairs. Shout out to my mom, captivated style in the building. Believe me here. But what you said, it's just not for me. You need to really check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair because a lot of girls with long hair, be having no hair just because it's long is thin. So yeah, I'm sorry, my hair.
Sounds triggered.
It's not triggered. I'm just.
First of all, I didn't say the hairstyle she had was not good.
You said you like girls with long hair. That's not right. You should never said that at all.
Yo, why you keep over talking him? This is what I'm talking about. Trying to get your point over. You keep wanting to you keep wanting to speak. Shut the fuck up. Damn, that's what dudes be talking about. Too much mouth. You're too damn conceited, too damn solipsistic. You feel the need to be right. You want to control. You want to lead. Man, no one got time for that. When it's supposed to be a conversation between both of you guys, she wants to dominate. Fuck your opinion. Fuck your ideas. I even listen. Hold on, wait. I had a story I told on here, man. When I was in school, I was in a group project with two younger black women who was my age. And guess what? All my ideas I put in, they denied them. Mind you, they already had control of the whole setup. You feel me? I'm giving multiple ideas, turning them down. Giving my input, turning it down. All right, cool. So I'm gonna just sit back and ride and try and catch a free grade. Guess what these bitches go and do? Tell the teacher that I didn't do anything. What the fuck? Everything I tried to input, you turned down, and then you tell them I didn't do anything, and then this motherfucker want to believe him. So that's why I said you got the simps, black women with the Glocktaviuses and the Tyrones. It's that's why I said it's only 10%. It's only 10%. You don't know who you listen. As far as when it comes to them, you know who you running into when it comes to them. Between the Glocktaviuses and the simps, listen, Tyrone, he's easy to spot. With the simps, you don't know. You don't know. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you're not just my type. But here, it's a different. You can't talk about here. If you want hair, go get what you want. You want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want.
Why you bringing up Becky?
Women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said, at the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from.
Yo. You see what the one on the end next to her doing? Tapping her thumbs and her index finger. Yo, that's what they call clocking T. Yo, you ain't clocking shit. You ain't saying nothing. As black people, we already know our hair is short, and you want to use the derogatory term nappy. Nah, man, it's 4C. We have tightly curled hair. But you want to define it as nappy because you look at Becky's hair as straight. You look at Becky hair as something that you want. That's why you put them weaves in your head. That's why you put that blonde wig on your head. Stop playing. Talking about if you want Becky with the long hair, man, listen, that's why I tell you dudes, you might as well go ahead and do it. You feel me? You might as well go ahead and do it, bro. Go ahead and get you Esmeralda, Angie. Go ahead, because she brought up Becky specifically when, I mean, come on, let's keep it a stack. Every other group of women, unless you're talking about Afro-Caribbean chicks, and even their hair still looks different from American black women's hair. You know what I'm saying? You got Afro Latinas in every country in Central and South America, and they have a different pattern of hair. You know what I'm saying? Due to that mixture and everything. So even if you try to get an Afro Latina chick, they would be mad at you. She not real black. yo, the semantics is crazy. The double standard is crazy. Again, if you have a preference, see, it's already bad enough when you have a standard amongst them and you realize, and this is how I know a lot of you dudes are simps because the standards are too low. I mean, black men always had low standards, but the reality is, dude, standards be so low and they talk to you like this. So they know you're willing to accept pretty much anything. When you increase your standard, you realize most of them don't even fit. You feel me? And shout out to this dude because he's a pretty patient dude. I would have snapped. I always say, listen, if I go in this Pop the Balloon show, man, listen, I'll probably yo, hey, you remember when Aaron? You remember when the Aaron the plumber dude went on there? Like he was just smiling the whole time. Cause I'm like, I probably couldn't even control. Hey, big ups to you, brother. Cause I couldn't even control myself. I would have had to just let it rip. You know what I mean? But come on.
Can I talk or you gonna interrupt
You
me?
feel me? Let him talk.
You still
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
But don't talk about black people here.
So again, her hairstyle is nothing wrong with it. So it's my preference, right? So if I'm here to date, I'm here to find someone for me. So I'm not dating multiple people. You're not dating multiple people. So my comment to her has no sort of significance.
But I'm a black woman. If I want to wear my hair like hers one day, what you gonna say? Oh, I don't like your hair. I'm gonna go date Becky up the street.
Why you keep throwing Becky in there? That's what I'm saying. Listen, that You feel me? Yo, the reality is, see what it is. And this is why I said it's you against them. Like they're gonna always side with them over you. They don't even know each other. That's what I'm saying. It's a sisterhood. Where's your brotherhood at? Between the Simpson and Tyrones, you don't know who to trust. As a black man, like I said, at 10%, when you walk around, you don't know who to trust. You got the coons, Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus. You feel me? And no diss to Uncle Tom because again, they try to paint the bad narrative and they, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do your research. But again, derogatory term. But you don't know who to trust. I mean, you already know Glocktavius. He ain't no help to you. You feel me? You already know Pook ain't no help to you. The Simps ain't no help to you. Come on, man. It's us against them. They gonna always pick them over us. Yo, you gotta unite, black men. I make the content for the 10%. I hope the 10% can grow.
Because at the end of the day, are you here to find a man or are you here to be
I'm not here to find you. I'm here to find someone that's gonna accept me flaws and all. And if you can't accept this,
Flaws. Wait. I see. Come on, y'all can't do that. 25% of Tyrone's, Blocktavius's, Pookie's reproduce with 77% of black women. You talk about personality. You don't pick men for personality. You talk about flaws. What do you mean? How is the hair a flaw? She can change her hair. You disqualify men for height. Come on, something a man cannot change. That's what I'm saying with the way how they hit you with this. And it's somebody in the comment section will probably say, "Oh, listen, bro. Oh, you must care about height because you're short." I've been said in my content, I'm 5'10". You feel me? I done had chicks tell me to my face I'm too short. I done had females 5'1", 5 foot flat tell me I'm short. I'm like, damn. So all it is, I mean, just keep it a stack. You just see the man who's 6 foot, whatever, better than the men who are not over 6 feet. So, which means you're gonna have your chance later on. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And then God forbid you want to have a preference. God forbid, because the reality is, even before I even say that, most black men are not getting chose. Most black men are having bad options. Most black men are only getting the bottom feeders. Most black men are only getting just leftovers. Most, because the reality is the good, quote unquote good ones are already gone, or she's already if not married, I guess single mom. You know what I'm saying? Which is the majority of them, because what I think 70 to 80, I think it's 80% of black children grow up in a single parent household. So 80% of the children are growing up in the custody of the mother, and we already know that mothers produce the worst batch of children, either criminal children or criminal sons or single thought daughters, single baby mom thought daughters. So I mean, come on, come on, come on. But God forbid you have a preference. Again, even just no, forget the hold on before I get to the preference, the standard. Again, when you increase your standard, he's talking about. Listen, he wouldn't come on the show if he wasn't looking for a black woman. So the fact that he just has a standard, that's bad. And now you see the reason. See, they push you towards Becky. You don't even think about Becky. That's the funny part. As a black man in the beginning, you didn't even think about Becky. They kept pushing you towards Becky, all because you had a standard. Shout out to dudes who had a standard from young. You know what I'm saying? Because when they was younger, man, they had all types of crazy hairstyles, the weaves, the wigs, the colored hair. Maybe when they get a little bit older, like in their late 20s, that's when they stop doing that colored hair stuff. The red hair. Come on, man. That's so played, man. I've been seeing that for the last decade, man. Come on. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and finish it.
to find the sister code
No,
so we can move forward.
women.
I told you. Even he knows.
Hair. So you can't talk about hair. It's not about or the texture. Know what you say before you talk to black women. That's it. Thank you. What's going over here?
Please.
Your name and age.
That's a patient brother.
And Kesey, why'd you end up popping your balloon? For numerous reasons. The first one was the age. I was like, then the outfit, wasn't a fan. And then I felt like that comment about her hair, cherry on top, very inappropriate. Yeah, I mean, she's a black girl. Our hair comes in many different ways, patterns. So I feel like, I don't know, what if you saw me tomorrow? I had short hair. I just wasn't a fan of it. It wasn't giving that you were like accepting of her for who she was. And I feel like if you can say that to her, you can say it to me. So I had to pop.
Well, you know.
Yo, and you still talking. You see, she's still talking. You still talking. You still talking. Stop running your mouth, man. You feel me? I'm telling you, black men. Yo, you guys can deal with it all you want. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what? We can stop right here. We don't need to see no more, man, because pretty much she's gonna give him a BS excuse of why she popped her balloon. And you know what I'm saying? And again, it's us against them, black men. The reality is you see how they push you? Mind you, she's just the one to vocalize it. That's those chicks from the northeast. You know what I'm saying? That's why they run down south because again, as a black man, you up in that northeast region, you have proximity and access to non-black women. So you can have, you know, an option to go do what you want with somebody else. And that's why they run down south because again, in the south, the majority of black people are down there. So, you know, the simps, right? Because the simps don't have an option. They're mad at Tyrone if he dates out, which he really does. But the simps, it's like they're really upset when you date out because you're supposed to help them after they screw up their life with Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy how you can see it. And you've been seeing this since you was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Probably even younger than that, depending on where you grew up. If you grew up in those environments, then yeah, I remember dudes telling me back in the day he was getting busy at 9 years old. I'm like, what? But again, you've been seeing this your whole life. You probably wanted to be in denial. You probably wanted to just ignore it. You probably didn't think it was real. You might have thought it was a fantasy, dude. Listen. The reality is, you was living out a BET movie in real life. Yes, black people lives are really BET movies. It don't matter if you grew up in the burbs or you grew up in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? It's a BET movie. Because anyways, black men, increase your standard. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna deal with them, at least increase your standard. You guys say, all right, I want to deal with them. I'm gonna find me my good one. Listen, keep looking for that unicorn, but you're gonna hurt yourself. You feel me? You're gonna hurt yourself. Think about it like this, right? And I'm gonna try to end it off like this. Obviously, these people are on a platform, recorded, million plus views, right? So the chicks are gonna behave a certain kind of way. You see how the one chick, whatever her name was, Sandy from Philly, she could not control her mouth. The reality is, all of them were like that. It's just that she can't control it enough to not let you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. If you met any one of those black women on the street, right? You was feeling her, that's your type, you approach and you get into a situation with her, right? An argument, small debate. How do you think that they're gonna react? Mind you, they was all loving what she was saying and they was gassing her up. So you don't think any one of them will respond like that with you in private? We already know that they get aggressive. Listen, this is the funny part about that too. Those domestic violence cases, you realize Tyrone, Pookie, he puts his hands on her. He unalives her. She puts her hands on you. tried to get Pookie to unalive you. If she got the ball, she'll do it herself. You see the transfer of aggression? And like I said, some dudes, again, I mean, none of them complain about his height. He's obviously over 6 feet. So even when you do have the height requirement, what is it about it? You're not thugged out enough. You're too square. You're too square. I've been said, I've been said, if you thug max, if you're not the height requirement and you thug max, you can receive some results, but you gotta accept what come with the thug maxing option. That's why I don't suggest it. You better off going somewhere else. That's why you see non-black brothers with I said non-black, I'm sorry. That's why you see non-black women with the square type of black men, because everybody else can see it. Unfortunately, it's hard for black women to see it. They see it, but they use it in a different way. They know that you're the better option. You can produce long-term results. You can end white supremacy. They don't want it to end. Anyways, increase your standard, get your passport. You can have a preference, because again, they don't want you to have a preference. They want to be able to control. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.